Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Welcome to your reading. This is November 28th through the 4th, but I have to tell you, this energy is expansive. So the energy this week is pretty easy, fun, uplifting kind of energy in a lot of ways, and I think it's opening us up to opportunities for Spirit to really get in, and for you guys. They are coming in with this energy of expanding. So it's like you're at the edges, right? So you have Neptune and Jupiter both at home in your sign right now, and Jupiter's only there for a couple more weeks before he moves on and won't be back for another 12 years. And Jupiter wants you to remember that you are limitless. And there's this energy of really expanding your spirituality to bounds that you don't even know about. And so how do you do this in a way that makes any sense in the energy of today? And make this a very there's a practicality to this, which is really interesting. It's like grounding this energy. So you are being shown, wow. This is such a weird statement to make. You're up in your head, which is so weird when I'm talking to a Pisces. Get out of your head and into your heart, because you're trying to be very practical. I want to create, I want to manifest abundance in my life, and of course you do. And I want to have stability, and I want to take care of my family and pay my bills, and yes, I understand I'm a very spiritual being. I pick things up. I'm very intuitive. But I'm working really hard to become the CEO of my life. And so I need to get organized, and I need to plan things out, and I need to not do things the way that I always do, which is just like, oh, I'm going to follow my intuition, do this, do that. I need to be more structured. Wrong, Pisces. Your superpower is your ability to intuit the next step. That's your superpower. And so there is a portal that is opening for you. See that? Huge portal. It's almost like a tsunami wave coming in that is going to lift you up and carry you forward to beyond the limits. So this card here invites you to take yourself to the limit. That's Jupiter in Pisces. And then to expand a little bit further. And Neptune in Pisces is that portal that's going to open you up and push you on through. And so as the energy continues to gather, Neptune is about to go direct. I've lost track of where that is, but I know that it's very soon and right around the corner that Neptune goes direct. And when Neptune, or did it already do that? I don't even know. But when Neptune goes direct, it feels like that's the energy that picks you up and lifts you forward into the next situation, into the next realm. I can't find it right now. I'm in channel. I can't see anything. Okay, so there's this whole energy that is just picking everything up. But here is the problem is, here we've got this 8 of Swords and this 5 of Swords. It's almost like you are being held in place by this desire to be more strategic, and maybe even not forgiving of others. It's blocking you, because all I'm seeing are the doves. And here, these feathers are being dropped down. It's almost like, can you forgive yourself for not being where you think you should be right now? Either in a relationship, if you're holding animosity toward anyone, that you can release it and let it go. If you can let it go, like she's dropping the feathers off the cloud. If you can let things go, the feathers become the doves of peace. And it's almost like it's moving from the 8 to the 5. And then here we have the 7 and the 4. It's like the energy is you release. As you release, you bring it down and you let it go. That's where the healing happens. So here you've been trying to be very strategic and get your little ducks in a row. It's so funny. There you go. That I didn't even see that before. Okay. So 7 of air. That you've been trying to be very strategic. That's not where the answer is, because the key to the situation is the Queen of Water. The key to the situation is in your heart space. Can you, 1, expand your heart space in the forgiveness? 2, can you expand past the limitations of what you think is possible? 3, can you expand your meditation practice and really let that help you to see your abilities? And it is through the passion and the power that comes through receiving the guidance that allows you to totally manifest. Because here, these cards have this energy of really being able to pull things in. Over here, in the energy that's passing, we've got this card of regrets in the heart space. So either regrets about not being enough, not doing enough, not having enough, not being treated properly by other people. This energy is passing, and I can tell, I can see that Pisces is elevating as a rule. I've been watching you guys like gathering your power, and I think part of it is we're moving out of the Pisces era into, the age of Aquarius. And so I think that you are completing that cycle of not being enough, and you're rebirthing yourself into this energy of knowingness, of the wisdom that's been gathered through the difficulties and the sacrifices and the hardships that have gone through, and the being held in place for a very long time so that they could download much more information into you. And you are expanding out. You are expanding in your spirituality, but it's more than you're expanding in your wisdom and your ability to connect with the higher realms, not just your higher self. It is much more. I just keep seeing the cosmos opening up here and all this information being flooded into you. And so it has been difficult, and you've had to sacrifice, and you've had to give, and you've had to learn how to bring that back into balance. And now it's time to rest. And the resting, though, is through meditation. When you reconnect when you let go of the swords that hurt, right? The 5, letting that become peaceful. The 8 of air, realizing you're only trapped because you forgot you had wings to fly. You forgot you had wings to fly. Interesting. And this 7 of air, this trying to get your ducks in the row and trying to sort things out and trying to think what is the best way forward. I don't think this is not a lion cheating card. Look at all those geese on there. No, it's like trying to organize things in a way that makes sense. But what Pisces needs is to ground your energy, to create a container to hold your energy. And that container is the cosmos. Holy crap. Okay, so it is through your connecting is your spiritual practice that is the container that allows you to manifest. Here, the action to take is the 10 of Pentacles. Visualizing and seeing yourself as already successful. She's got the wolf there, right? The wolf is a pack animal. The wolf is also it finds the way through, right? It finds the way. It shows up on the moon card. It shows you the way through a situation. It is a guide. It is a very instinctual. It's trusting your instincts. It's knowing that spirit is leading you, and that you're not traveling alone. It's a pack animal. But the wolf is resting, and you are resting, and you're surrounded by the pentacles. And so that wonderful tool of imagination that comes with being a Pisces, visualizing, and she's sitting there in repose. Okay, so it is left hand on top of the right hand. This is sitting there, right? This is sitting there and being open to receiving. And if you will just take a couple of deep breaths in and breathe into that energy and open yourself up to receiving as a daily practice, you create this container for the downloads and the gifts that the universe is trying to bring in. And in the area of abundance, of resources, you have the Eight of Fire. It's a panda. Panda is spirit, it's a bear. But more than that, it's in balance. It's giving and receiving in balance. And the way, and you're riding. There's all of this energy being brought to you if you can stay in emotional balance, right? Grounded. He's on all four and he's walking, right? If you can stay grounded, if you can ground yourself in the daily practice of meditation to stay calm and be open to receiving the information and then taking the action steps that come to you, they may be really simple. Like, okay, so this morning as I woke up, Spirit showed me a couple of things that I had left undone last night before I went to bed. They're like, before you do the videos, you need to do that. It'll clear the energy. Okay. So I got up and I got those couple of things done before I even got around to doing my morning rituals of what I drink and eat in the morning and stuff. So that I just got up and got it done. And so if you can just pay attention to what comes in, especially in those moments right before you're fully awake, and allow yourself to be led and guided to know what needs to happen next. And you allow the universe to show you the way, they're going to carry you. They're going to lead you, and they're going to carry you. And there's magic in that. So what do you need to anchor into? What do you need to do to make this happen? Well, here in the heart space, we have the card of the world. This is the cycle that is completing and a new cycle beginning. So the 10 of Earth is a cycle ending so a new cycle can begin. And so part of this is the gratitude for how far you've come, what you have accomplished. But in the heart space, when the universe or the world card shows up, I really feel like it's holding the vision in your heart of what it is that you are trying to accomplish by creating this container and doing the action steps on a daily basis. There's a ritual, a need to, it doesn't mean you do the same thing every day. It could mean that, but the thing that you do every day is take action on the insight that comes to you, because the key is still the Queen of Water. What are you picking up in meditation? What are you picking up? Seeing what needs to be done and then doing it. Responding to those downloads and those hits that are coming in. Taking yourself to the limit of what you think you can do and pushing a little farther, taking the next step. You anchor into the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Water. You are anchoring into the wish. You are anchoring into the wish fulfilled. And you do that by visualizing it in meditation and being open. There's an openness, a need to be open to the guidance that comes in. Getting your ducks in a row, yes, but you're going to do this not by thinking about it, but by actually taking the steps as guided through your meditation practice. Your meditation practice could be journaling. Your meditation practice could be just paying attention when you take your morning shower to whatever information comes through. Your meditation practice could be sitting in meditation, using music, not using music, whatever works for you. It could come through breathing exercises. It really doesn't matter what you choose, but create a practice and use it. Use it on the daily. Tune in. They're showing me a really old radio. It's really old, and it's like they're tuning in the frequency. Feels like old school. So maybe you used to have a practice and you haven't used it recently. It's time to go back to that. But it's almost like when Franklin Roosevelt would do his fireside chats, because that's what I'm hearing and seeing. And so it's almost as though the whole family, like they made sure all their chores were done, right? And then they would gather around the radio and they'd have to be really quiet because it's kind of staticky. It's not really clear. So they'd have to really lean in and they'd have to get it tuned just right. And then you had to be quiet to listen to what was coming through. And what was coming through were words of comfort. Letting you know everything is going to be okay and what can you do next, right? That was how they would tell people, you know, we're doing great, but we need people to go out and gather the milkweed. They're showing me the milkweed so they would pay them for the milkweed seeds, right? Because they use them to stuff them into the life vest for, you know, so for the sailors. So you would listen to what was going on from a trusted source, and there would be a comfort to it in a regular, like fireside chants, I think, were every Sunday night or whatever. And so it was like there was a regular, steady practice of it, tuning in, and then getting guidance and direction on what you can do next. And it's really got that energy around it. And so you have a ton of cards that came out. Holy crap. Let's see what else is going on here as we work with this moon. That moon is in Aquarius as you're watching this, if you're watching this on Sunday. So the moon is in Aquarius Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That moon in Aquarius wants you to, oh my God, focus. Look, how do you anchor the energy in? By what would it feel like to be abundant, right? To have what you want, to find the joy. You have the card of pleasure. Look at that gateway, the gateway to pleasure. We have the card of focus. You'll focus on the pleasure. We have delight and abundance. Focus on what is joy-filled, what is pleasurable, what does abundance mean to you. That is what you use this energy for when you're in meditation, because that is definitely the energy of Aquarius there. And then as that moon moves into Pisces, your sign there, right? It gets there at 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday night, Eastern Time Zone US, so you can adjust for your time zone there. But that's the energy there on Wednesday and Thursday. You have embraced the balance between earth and spirit. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. Receiving the messages, holding the vision of what you want, and taking action on it. It's clear quartz, rose quartz, and hematite. It isn't just enough to visualize it. You have to take action. But it should be pretty easy because it's very balanced action here, Panda. And also it's spirit carrying you forward. The moon gets into Aries 11:41 p.m. on Thursday night, Eastern time zone. So it's really there Friday and Saturday. And you have, this is part of the balance, right? You have the blueberry dragon, which says goals, and you have the corn dragon, which says friends. Yes, take action toward what you want, but remember life's supposed to be fun too. And then we're really great energy this weekend for hanging out with people. So really enjoy that. The moon, when it gets into Taurus on Sunday morning, this energy here, we have the valley, a fertile new role. You're moving towards something that has a lot of potential. But you're going to need to be as you are. Pisces, a mutable sign. Like the prairie, move and adapt. Be willing to move and adapt as you get the information. Be willing to flow and evolve. River and stream, the water sign. So, mutable energy, that's you. Moving and adapting. Flowing and evolving. Just by being who you are. Tapping into your superpower. The way forward is not by pushing yourself to be something you're not and trying to sort it all out in your head. The answer, the key, is right here in the heart space. And the action, though, has to be grounded. And remember to hold in your heart the vision to really anchor in and create the daily practice. Communicate with Spirit on the daily so you know what you need to do next. And then take the action. It's very specific, Pisces. And when this comes in this way, with almost a step-by-step, we need you to connect into the feeling, to create a meditation practice to receive downloads and information, visualize what it is that you want, and take the action step every day. That's such specific step-by-step guidance being laid out for you. It's very practical. And it's using and utilizing all of your superpowers. Remember when you were a kid and they would say, get your head out of the clouds, quit daydreaming? They were wrong. That is a superpower. It's time to embrace it. All right, you guys, wow, that is nice. I do a collective reading. I haven't recorded yet, so I have no idea what it'll be. But it's at 7:30 p.m. on Sunday the 27th, Eastern Time Zone, U.S. I do one every Sunday night, and it has a live chat because I premiere the video. So I'm there in the chat. If you want to come and join in, I would love to have you. If you're watching on the phone, make sure you hit the live chat button so that you're putting your messages in where I can see them. I can't see what's going on over in the comments section when I'm in the live chat. Don't know why, but it just doesn't do it. So if you want to communicate with me, be in the live chat. What else? Oh, Facebook. I'm on Facebook every day. We really look more at the astrology and pull cards for that every day. You guys take good care. You have very specific step-by-step to manifestation guide handed to you. So you're armed and dangerous. Go do it. I'll talk to you guys later.